Cut. 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 Tee off of Dan Lundy. Let's paddle the same stroke as Dan. There. Cut will take a second. So just stroke, stroke. Just paddle the same thing as Dan. There we go. Cut. Have to lengthen our stroke a little bit. Cut. 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 Oh, isn't it? Stay up. Good. Look at Dan Lundy. Let's just paddle the same stroke rate. So, stroke, 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 stroke. We'll just slow your stroke rate down just a little bit here. Cut. The thing, if we can paddle there at the same stroke rate as those guys, it might help them cut tee off us too. Or you can look at Wyatt. Cut. 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 Hey Wyatt, why don't you pick one of these buoys? Let's turn around one of these buoys and come back so we can get some more videotape of you guys past the dock. Because you guys are starting to look really smooth now. But just drag your paddle on the right side, Wyatt. Well, there you go. So you can turn right. There you go. Like, it's a challenge steering, that thing. We better start turning. Keep paddling. Okay, we're clever. Kind of like an out of control tank. Well, not completely. Yeah. Cut. 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 Yeah, you're getting you got the boat going straight. That's the big thing.
How did everybody feel?
With your hand, right? Was that easier to steer than the first?
Oh, a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
I can take small threads and a lot.
Yeah. Well, why don't you guys swing around and paddle up alongside the dock there, and I guess the big thing, remember, all you guys have to look at the person in front of you, or if you can see Dan's stroke, try to get in perfect synchronization with Dan. Matter of fact, Dan, you might want to slow down just a little bit. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, about once a second for now will be good.
Yeah, should we paddle and close up the control here, kind of slow, and then I call switch?
Yeah, I think you should, yeah. Yeah, whatever you think, Wyatt. Think you're ready. Now what I would do first, Dan and Wyatt, and Serge, put your paddles on the water, right, kind of like this, while everybody switches, to give you that little stability. Yeah, just kind of skim your paddle on the top, Wyatt and Dan on opposite sides, just so you can stabilize the boat while the guys switch.
I'm on the right, or sorry, I was on the left.
Yeah. And then Serge, and who's behind Serge? Oliver. Well, actually, Oliver. Okay, Serge is switching. Oliver needs to help stabilize the boat while the guys are switching. And the more you guys, get used to it, you'll have to do that less and less. But I think it's smart just to stop, stabilize the boat. When he says ready, switch, stabilize the boat. You guys quit paddling, do your scooching. If you have to use your hands, fine. Scooch opposite, get the feel. After 50, 100 times, then you'll be fine. But the first 20 will feel weird. But we might have to lubricate those sliders too. They slide pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, why don't you give that a try?
You want to do it right now?
Well, I'd start upstream. Well, you can if you want. Yeah, while you're not doing anything, you should try it. Yep.
Ready, switch.
Good. Yeah, you got it.
All right, let's go back. Ready, switch. All right,
Good.
now go back.
Better.
Ready, switch.
Yep. That's perfect. Do whatever you have to do. Quit paddling, grab a hold of the seat. Eventually you'll get a technique. I'm trying to think what we did when we slid. What's that?
No, I'm saying, Jeff, if you guys did it, you slide it just with your feet.
Yeah, eventually just with your feet, yeah.
So you have to make sure the footholes are good.
Yeah. Well, you'll get an idea. Like you might, like you guys switching, you might want to put one foot underneath, take a little bit of weight off your butt, and the seat will slide quicker maybe. I mean, you'll have to figure it out, you know, depending on how slippery the seats are. Yeah, but just take your time and you'll build up to it. You'll be fine. Yeah, this time I think I would, yeah. Probably every dozen times, maybe 20. But you don't have. It really depends. Yeah. Say that again.
I called them from the front.
Yeah.
I was setting
Well, to tell you the truth,
the number of strokes.
when I was steering, I would much rather have anybody in the boat call huts besides myself, because it's one less thing. Because especially on a straight stretch, it's pretty monotonous. It's usually just every 15 or 20 anyway. So, yeah, I would say, yeah.
So I kept short to keep people.
Yeah.
You know?
And Dan Lundy has that experience. So, why it's getting that paddle drag, you have to use it, because see, he was a little bit late there to keep it going straight, but he'll get it. Hut. 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 Yeah, he overcorrected that, unless he's turning it around. But, oh, okay, he's turning around. Okay. There you go. Hey, I'm really under 40 pounds. Yeah, probably ought to turn towards shore again. We'll turn early. Those guys get motor and we can't keep up. Actually, I kind of like the speed. We're almost matched pretty close between us and them. I think we got just a little bit of speed advantage. We could be the rabbits. You guys really want to let some old guys do that? We won't do that today, baby. We let them come up on our right. Stay out of the way of the camera.
Every 5 strokes. You want splash? Yeah, he's like, hey, Wyatt, you want some fucking water? Yeah, and you're setting the pace. You can't do that, man.
Good save.
Notice everybody grabbed the gunnel. Nobody put the pad on the water.
Alright, wait, we're unbalanced here. Hold on. Is everyone split over? How is everyone fly?
One thing is, you want to paddle with the, you could switch if you wanted to try, if you want me to get in the stern maybe and do some things from the stern, you want to keep paddling?
I'd rather just get the time in here.
Let's do it then, Maybe, we'll just keep going. I mean, you guys are making tremendous advances, so I don't want to mess you up. You're right. If you feel comfortable.
But like, what do you think like I need to do?
Probably catch, well, a couple things. You might be overcorrecting a little bit.
Okay.
Which means once, like, you see the canoe going right, so you drag on the left, which is perfect. That's what you need to do.
Okay.
You know, you gotta do that. But you can't let it go till it's straight. That's too far.
Okay.
Right? Because that momentum will carry the boat straight.
Okay.
So you got to quit 2 strokes before you straighten up.
Even if it doesn't feel right.
Even if it doesn't feel like that. So I would do that, and then another thing too is maybe try to catch it. You have to learn to anticipate it, you know, and that's part of, like you said, you're perfect. You pick a pier or something up front and just aim for it. And as soon as you feel like you're veering off, then do your whatever you got to do, or do that little rudder stroke, you know. That's a big thing. And your timing is getting better every time. Before you guys were kind of a little doing your own thing, it's like the caterpillar thing, you know. But now you're getting more in sync, and that's just going to happen with practice. So that's good. Technique-wise, I don't see anybody. Probably the most thing I've seen inefficient-wise is you're kind of bending your arms to paddle. It's called arm paddling. What you want to do is your arms can do whatever they want to in the air, but once they're in here, they should keep this position and just kind of go like that. That's really the only thing you should be doing in your stroke. Slight bend at the top and bottom elbows, and then just kind of go like this. But when you're done with your stroke, then it doesn't matter. You can relax and get your paddle out. But once you get yourself in position, kind of try not to do too much of this. If you do this, this is great for 20 minutes. And I love to race against big muscle guys, because this is what they do for 10 minutes and their arms start burning, and then I go by. So, because why? Because I'm using my core, you know. So be careful with that. If you feel like your arm's really burning, it could be number 1, breathing, or 2, you're just using your biceps and forearms too much. So it should just be a and also a lift too. There's 2 things. You want to kind of drive down so your butt feels like it's coming off the seat a little bit, and that's the driving down. And just try not to get too much of this while you're in the water. And then and then just relax to get out. But no, you guys gone from, on a scale of 1 to 10, you've gone from like a 2 to a 4 in this 20 minutes, so it's amazing. You know, and it's another 20 minutes, you're going to be just real close, you know. But keeping the boat straight and controlled is half the battle, as Dan and Wyatt know, because, you know, if you have a 30-mile day, you can make that a 33-mile day in no time if you're going. So, and you're getting it. So yeah, I would just keep getting time in the boat. Yeah. So yeah, I would, you know, paddle, keep practicing your switching, because I think that's going to be key. Because in a marathon paddling, we like to paddle about at the maximum 15 to 20 times on the side, and then we kind of feel like it's time to switch. But we don't have to. But generally, your body's going to want to paddle about, for war canoe, maybe 12 to 15 times on the side, and you switch. Seems like a lot, but if you can get to that point, you'll feel a lot better. Your body, your left and right side will recover. They'll work complementary. But not a big deal. You know, if you have to paddle more on the side, it's not that big of a deal. Good. Yeah.
Quiet torso, so they're not doing this.
Okay.
Your body.
Yeah. Yeah, back and forth wise, if you can pick somewhere on the boat, you kind of want to have your body slightly lean forward, but your belly button out. You don't want to be hunched with your shoulders a little bit. You kind of want to sit up pretty straight, good posture, slightly forward, and then look, like I like to look the fort against the bottom. And if I see that fort going back and forth against the bottom, that means I'm doing this too much. You want to have a little bit of forward and back motion, which is good, but not too much. If anything, you want to go forward slightly and pull back, just like a rower would, you know. That's better than going like, you know, some people, they go like this, side and forward. You don't want to be opposite. You want to lean forward and pull back. And the thing is, if not everybody's doing that, then you have opposing motions in the boat, and that's just all it is. So if you can do more at once. We did a dragon boat race in China one time, and there was like 20 people in the boat. I couldn't believe the Chinese teams. They work so much together. It's just so much in sync. They paddle like this, and all at once they go boom, 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 boom. And then imagine 10 paddles on the side, you know, totally in sync. Sometimes they paddle 60 times, sometimes 72, but it's just a matter of practice. You got to get the good feel. And those Chinese teams blew us away. Us marathon paddlers, we put a team together. It was like, we just couldn't match that speed because they were so in tune, so in time. So, something to think about. Maybe you should play music. Go by the beat. If I was in the dragon boat, that's what they had. They had a drummer up front, looking back. I was a drummer one year, just banging on this drum. How about it, Dan? You need a big bongo drum up there? Hit it with your head, maybe?
I think we should.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah. So, yeah. Let's keep paddling. Oh, yeah. So and then turn the water, and I don't see it in the stern either, but you feel that tape anywhere?
This is there.
Right here.
Oh, there it is.
There was way more. It was had to have been more.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, you're slightly bowed down, so
Probably the most we want.
yeah, I'd say, in other words, it would probably be better if we could get the weight back. I don't know, does Dan's seat move at all up front? No? So we,
My seat moves.
oh, you go back?
I
But,
think you can adjust it.
yeah, but you can't, you're not wide enough for you back there. You're already hitting your, or like we did with, didn't we?
Wait,
You could go up higher too.
so like right there?
Right, that makes a little difference. I'm not sure how exact the tape is. I think
No, it
just
can't
by
be right.
just by looking at it, the bow seems up. I think you're an inch. According to the tape, you're about even or slightly bowed down. But I can tell from what's sticking out of the water that your stern is down. I think you're all right for practice.
I mean, it feels way better. I can control it better.
We were even last year. Pretty much.
I mean, if I was going to recommend a trim for race, This is where you want to be. So if you can get used to this,
No, I like this. I can make small corrections.
because when you're on Rack River and stuff, when it's shallow, the bow tends to come up, and that makes it harder. So if you start out bow down a little bit, then in shallow water you'll trim. So this is, I think, ideal.